reef was sitting underwater.
Okay.
This one just crashed because they take the tourists from Phuket to Phi Island. So 1997 was the time of sea. About 10 o'clock, 4th of May. I am one of the survivors, believe it or not.
You're on a boat.
Okay, anyways guys, it's a catamaran. It's sitting in the water right now. At the sand, it's about 33 meters when you got high tide. About 30 or 31 meters from the low tide. Now, the ship, it doesn't look like this anymore because we've been make this map after the went down like 3 years. Now they went down for quite a long time. So everything on the top decks was all cracked down already. But you still spot the holes here, the catamaran. We can spot them easy. We can spot the stern very easy. We can spot the funnel very easy. Okay, so the top decks here, they're cracked down, but you still can see something on the top. It's about 20 or 22 meters deep. It's on the top decks here. And all the wheelhouse, they're all cracked down. You not really see this is wheelhouse there anymore. Okay. Actually, when we diving on the wreck, we only spend the dive on the top decks. So we don't go down to the sea floor because the dive time will be limited. You know, the dive time will go out very quickly. If you go down to here, maybe you have to dive only 8 minutes and you have to come back. So because of deep dive. So we like to extend your dive bottom time just because stay around on the top deck here and we can have 30-40 minutes. If you're on a night drop, you can have really longer. Okay? But also here, they're sitting in the middle of the ocean. There's no any protection, no islands hanging around it. So lots of water pushing back and forward. Okay? And they're quite deep from the surface. But it's really good that they have a line that connected to the wreck. So guys, it's very important that when you go down to the wreck, you need to follow the line down. Okay? So just in case that we have a little bit of the current, and if you loosen the lines, and maybe the wreck will disappear. You know what I mean? So maybe just jump off the dive boat, go to the line, hold on to the line, and just let the help with the BCD and follow the line all the way down to the wreck. Like this, nice and slow. It can be also very easy to do this too. When you try to follow on the line. Things will go nice and easy. And then you can meet everybody or meet the group or dive body teams right on the end here, and then start to move together. Okay, just come right on the valves here and come back, and you try to come back on the line and come back on the dive as well. Okay, it's 85 meters long. Okay, and 25 meters wide. It's quite big. It's a big ship. Yeah, they got small here. When we dive on the wrecks, sometimes you guys may lost orientation very quickly. You don't know where you are, you know what I mean? But I have 3 different spots for you to look at it, and you try to use your imagination where that you be on the wreck. You got 3 spots to look at it. So when you come down from the line, you will see a toilet there next to the line. So that was right on the stern, right on the back of the boat. So just imagine you see the toilet, the lights next to it. Now when you swim, come right in on the top of the wreck, you will see very big funnel broke down, very big. The size is about this boat, the size of the funnels here. That's right in the middle of the wreck. Then when you come to the wheelhouse, and you start to see some share, something broke, lots of coral, and you can see catamaran right in the bow there, and you can spot it. That's right to be on the front of the boat. Okay, 3 different spots, and you can look, and you can think where you be on the part of the wreck. Okay. Now, everybody, this is very important because we're going to spend most of the dive on a 22 meters deep. It's quite deep dive most of the time. So everybody have a dive computer. Yeah? Make sure that you don't exceed your depth limit or exceed your dive time limit. If you do exceed the limit, then we're adding when you're doing a safety stuff. And you have to clear that decompression limit time away. If you do not hear the time away, the dive computer will shut down. That means the dive profile is earlier. Maybe it's no more dive on the second one. Okay? Try to be careful with that one. But if you do dive with the nitro, you have normally a longer time. If you do with air, about 30, something like this. But if you do nitro, maybe 35 to 40 minutes. But we try to come back to the light and make our safety stop on the line with the boat waiting for us on the top floor. Okay? So try to stay close together because sometimes the current will push you away from the wreck. And they've been in the water quite a long time. It's full of marine life. Couple the whole wreck with the soft coral, couple the whole wreck with the different type of fish. So many different varieties. This is one of my favorite dive sites. This is so many fish.